This is the demo for Amharic 104, the fourth and last program of the series. Amharic 104 will teach you advanced grammar and the ingredients needed to form complex sentences. It builds on what we learned in the previous 3 programs. We learned verb conjugation in the present tense in Lesson 6. We will now learn verb conjugation in the past and future tense. In addition, we will learn how to form negative sentences in the past, present, and future tense. We will start Lesson 9 by studying verb conjugation and sentence construction in the future tense. Because conjugation in the future tense bears a strong resemblance to conjugation in the present tense, this topic will be very easy and fast to cover. We will need to master conjugation in the present and future tense before we move on. We will use many examples such as this. The words are color-coded to help you learn new vocabulary words along the way. You can also print out these pages and take them with you so that you can practice when you are away from your computer. The professor in the yellow code will point out material that you may not be familiar with. Click on him and the green box will appear with detailed explanation of this new material. This will help us learn new words and grammar every step of the way. Verb conjugation in the past tense is more complicated than all other tenses. We will learn a new set of rules of verb root manipulation, prefix, and suffix in this section. Here is one example. This is a summary table of the example we just saw for the verb to drive. At a first glance, it may look a bit confusing, but it really is straightforward and simple. Plus, the program will give you detailed description and many examples. And once we know the rule, it is easy to conjugate verbs in the past tense as well as the present and future. There are over 300 verbs that we will learn in this program, and the rules that we developed for you will help you master them easily. There will be many examples such as this that can be printed out throughout the lesson. We will also learn the negative form in this lesson. We will spend a great deal of time on this topic since the negative form in Amharic alters the verb drastically. But as always, we found a couple of simple rules to make this topic easy. Here is a quick example of 4 verbs. Note that the green is in the affirmative form. To change it to the negative form, we simply add the prefix al or ale and the suffix me to the conjugated verb. We will see dozens of examples such as this in this section. Here are more examples of the negative form in a sentence. We will then take a short quiz on the negative form before we move on to the next topic. Lesson 10 is the last lesson of the Amharic language multimedia series. We will learn more grammar, how to ask questions, and how to give commands in this section. We will then combine all that we have learned so far in the short story section. We will learn how to ask questions using the interrogative pronouns with examples such as this. We will do the same for all other interrogative pronouns in this section. We will also learn different ways of greetings and expressions in this section since it somewhat ties into questions, and you will definitely use this on a daily basis. We will finish this topic with a question and answer session between a strict traditional Ethiopian father and his daughter. We will learn dozens of often used adjectives and how they are used in sentences in this section. The command form in Amharic is not a simple topic. Unlike the English language, the verb is modified for the different subjects when it is used in the command form. We will spend a great deal of time on this topic with various examples. Here is one example of the command form in a sentence. These are some of the quiz topics found in this program. These quizzes will cover what we have learned so far in Amharic 104. Here is an example of a matching quiz. This quiz will test your skill on verb conjugation in the past tense. Notice that all the answers are at your fingertips and you'll be graded at the end of the quiz. This is a fun quiz where you get to type in the correct answer using a virtual Amharic typewriter. And this is a typical matching quiz. The last lesson of Amharic 104 is short stories. We will read different types of short stories in Amharic that range from basic to advanced. The short stories are written in Amharic, but they all have English translation. There are detailed explanations for some of the advanced concepts. Let's take a look at some examples. This is the end of the demo for Amharic 104. Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions. Thank you again, and አመሰግናለሁ.